I would just like to start off this video by saying that I'm basically going to be coming out with a guide every single day on all the decks that I've played so far, and there are about 16 decks that I've played 10 to 20 games, if not more, of each. So, I don't know, I feel like these are just going to be some pretty good guides that you guys can all check out when you want. There will be links in the description for the specific guide for the deck, and the most recent one as of the making of the video in the description below. And also, feel free to check out my Twitch, which is also in the description below. See ya. Don't mind me playing a little bit of Mech Hunter with Goblin Bomb, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This first turn is going to be Galvanizer, double Mecharoo, which is a pretty decent amount of pressure if I do say so myself. I think that off of this, I should be able to snowball a win. I'll even have a Bomb Toss too next turn, so we will coin Galvanizer, double Mecharoo, and sure, this does mean that I'm going to have to start relying on top decks fairly early on, but I don't really mind that, to be honest. I don't really mind that. I think that this gives me a decent amount of early pressure and will hopefully be something that wins me the game, because the whole point of this deck is to rush the opponent down with a ton of value with mechs. I have a Replicating Menace. These guys have Death Rattles, so I'll have minions stick on the board, and the Replicating Menace will hopefully be enough to close it out. And by be enough to close it out, I basically just mean, like, it'll be enough to, like, help me snowball the lead. Turn 3 will be helpful, turn 4 will be a little lackluster. I got a Goblin Bomb out there, so I'm going to put this on that, so that's another potential target for him to have to focus on. And we're just going to try to see if it's enough to win me the game. I trade too much. I already know that. I already know it's a flaw of mine. But we're going to do it anyway. Trade, and we'll hit him with this. Now, Arcane Explosion could wreck me here. Or the Dragon, the Scorcher. But I genuinely don't think that he has the Scorcher. I don't think it's going to be Dragon, and he doesn't have enough mana to do it. And in order to have Arcane Explosion, he's going to have Magic Trick, because nobody ever runs that card ever. Like, nobody ever runs that card in an actual deck. But there's the Magic Trick into Arcane Explosion combo. And I can see it now. My life is flashing before my eyes. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Take it back. My life is not flashing before my eyes. Let's play Ursatron. Hit face. Hit face. Honestly, double trade. I don't want him to be able to put stuff on that guy and get him out of kill range. But to be fair, I've now missed out on a total of like 4 damage I could have gotten if I'd just gone face. So feel free to comment in the descriptions what you guys think I should do just in general from now on. Like, should I have gone face there, or should I have traded into his Buffoon so he couldn't pump it up? I still feel like getting that out there was the best play. But next turn could be devastating for me if he's able to get something good out. Holy moly. So let's make an 8-8. So that way if he happens to get a Mountain Giant, or a Giant of some kind, I actually have a Giant of my own almost. That'll show him. Heh. That'll show him. Okay. Gonna pump it up. He's going to pump it up. He's going to try to draw a lot of cards with the Mana Cyclone play. And, yeah, it's probably, I don't think it's game. I think that if he had, like, a Mountain Giant or something, he would have played it. Him losing the Mirror Entity is actually pretty big for me. That's actually kind of big. Because, like, oh, and here it comes. He's the Conjurer's Calling. Show me. Show me the Conjurer's Calling. He needs to get a taunt off of it. And he can stay in the game. Barely stay in the game, actually. Actually, no. Technically, he doesn't know this, but I can still kill him. So we're going to hit with a 1-1, just to see what it is. What is it? Vaporize? Ice Block? No, it's Vaporize. We'll hit him with the 8-8, and he's gone. He's a goner. He's dead. He's done. Game over. I was able to kill him before he was able to combo off, and that's basically how this deck operates. If you can kill them before the other person can combo off and snowball, you'll probably win the game. Unfortunately, sometimes that doesn't happen. Like into a Beast Hunter, if they start getting the Vicious Scale Heights and they get lucky and draw 2 after they Dire Frenzy it, after only drawing 3 cards and bring themselves back into the game, which happened to me once, you're gonna lose. You just get out RNG'd, but other times when you play against a deck like this, there's just nothing they can do. They don't get the plays out early, you get out a lot of things, and they don't have the free spells needed to keep them alive, and you just end up winning. Anyway, moving on to the next one. So, for those of you who made it past the first game, you guys are probably my true fans. So, I'm going to tell you a secret, okay? I am coming out with a guide for this deck. It'll be in the description below, so stay tuned for that. Not only that, but I'm going to be streaming pretty much every day from 6 o'clock Pacific Time Zone, LA time on your phone, you know, to whenever. That's going to be my goal. I might start a little after 6, depending on when I get back from work, but the goal is 6, at the latest, like 6:30 maybe. Nice turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and that's basically my announcement. That was the big thing. I'm streaming, and I'll have a Hearthstone guide in the description for this deck. And trust me, I've played this deck a lot. I have had a lot of mistakes with this deck. In fact, my win rate actually isn't even 50%. I probably shouldn't say that. That probably hurts my image. But is he coining out a dagger? I disagree. I feel like you shouldn't do that. I feel like you should save your combo, like your free combo piece, to actually get out a combo. I disagree. I don't think that was a good play, and hopefully I can beat this guy. But anyway, my win rate isn't even 50%. I've been playing a lot of Beast Hunters, and if they get out the Vicious Scale Hides, which is what I was tilted about, I've lost to 2 of them recently. This deck loses to Secret Hunter too. It loses to the other Hunter decks. Really? You're gonna shiv it? Okay, that's fine. I don't really care that much about that, to be honest. I'll be able to play Replicating Menace on the 1/1 and go face. And then next turn probably upgrade will Framebot and like Spider Bomb or something. They're gonna try to bait out a Sap here. But yeah, in my time of going about 45% win rate, I'll just show you right now, just to be full disclosure, 17 and 21. I've played this deck a lot. I've played against a lot of mages, which this deck destroys. I've played against a decent amount of shamans, which this deck does well against. Warrior and Hunter are the next 2, or Hunter was the highest one. I have a bad win rate against that, because I think it loses to the other ones. What the heck? What? Excuse me, what? We're gonna just activate that, I guess. Hope he doesn't have, Fan of Knives and just go face here. That's the main point of this deck. You just need to keep going face. But anyway, in that time of playing these major key matchups, basically Hunter, Mage... Sorry, I'll show you the list again. Hunter, Mage, Paladin, Warrior, and Shaman. I've learned pretty much how to play against all those matchups decently. I'll go into more depth in this guide than most of the other guides in terms of Hunter, because, I don't know, maybe I've just been unlucky, but I played against... Of the... How many actually have I played here? Because of the, total... I don't know. Of the total 14 Hunter games I've played, I think I've played against 4 Beast and 3 Secret. So like half of them have been not Mech Hunter, which is a lot more than I expected, to be honest. I thought that it would be a lot more in favor of Mech Hunter. So I'll actually go into more depth about each individual Hunter. So stay tuned for that. This guide will probably be a little bit longer, a little bit better. But this deck does stomp pretty much every other matchup except Hunter. I mean, not Hunter, Warrior. Warrior, it actually isn't terrible, considering the fact that you have, what do you call it? You have just magnetic abilities. And there's the Sap play. Beautiful. Love it. He couldn't play the Sap before I got the abilities off, though, so this is absolutely 100% fine. We will play this on him. We'll go face with these 2, for sure. We will probably just go face with everything, right? We'll put a Spider Bomb on that to just get even more damage down, and we'll trade 1 in, so that way he can't realistically trade into the 3/3 as of right now. Okay, and then he plays Fan of Knives. Yep, the extra 2 damage. That is a bit of a bummer. Luckily for me, though, I do have the Spider Bomb that kills that off, so we're in a good spot. We win, actually. We're in a winning spot. We just won the game, actually. I didn't even realize that. Hit him for 9. Well played. So, yeah. Obviously, by the time I make the guide, I'm going to at least get my win rate to 50%. don't worry about that. My win rate will be increased. I'm probably going to play it while I make the guide just to refresh some matchups and stuff. But yeah, there will be a guide coming out, so don't worry about that. And I hope you guys enjoyed, because I enjoyed making this deck. Or not making this deck. I enjoy playing this deck, even though it's a little bit frustrating considering my win rate's not as high as I would like it to be. And there are definitely some things that I do that I could do better. Mainly, like, trading like that. With that 1-1, instead of killing the 2-1, there was no reason why I couldn't have just gone face there and gotten a little bit of extra damage. Because if I had gone for a little bit of extra damage, that one more point, then I wouldn't have needed War Gear to win. The bomb toss that I got into Hero Power would have been enough. So, I don't know, maybe you guys discuss in the comments, was it right to trade there? I don't fully know, I can't tell you for absolute certain, but I think that it was, but in retrospect, I guess going face also would have been a totally viable option. Hope you guys enjoyed, hope you guys check out my stream and the deck guide, I would very much appreciate both of those. See ya.